Alright, hey everyone. Today we're going to be doing a little beginner learning as if you're learning the new game. I'm going to be helping beginners to play Starcraft. So, these are drones. They mine minerals. So that is left click, drag, right click on the minerals. And you'll see all the drones. They're going to head on over to the minerals, and they're going to start collecting them. And these larvae, you can make drones with. See, I have the hotkey as D, so I'll make a drone. Another drone. This is an Overlord. It is your supply. The supply is up here. See, we're 5 out of 9 supply. So we have 5 drones, and then we have this Overlord that is a supply, which is the 9. And a hatchery also is going to get +1. It's going to be 1 supply. So an Overlord is 8 supply. This is 1 supply. Gonna make some more drones now. This, and you can also set rally point. That is rally point. And we're gonna get some more drones. We're gonna get the max supply here. You can right click to do rally points, like I said. So drone, select something, you can just do, okay, so left click, it's left click and then right click on that minerals. And so we're gonna make another drone, and then we're gonna make an Overlord. So that is gonna be an Overlord coming in. Okay, so got on this drone. We're gonna come over here. And this is a spawning pool. So we're gonna make a spawning pool. And with the spawning pool, you make Zerglings, and it allows you to get other tech. And in this case, normally when you're doing 1v1s, you're really gonna wanna take another base very quickly. So we'll have that base getting soon. And then this right here, it's called a Vespian Geyser, and it's where you're gonna get gas from. So this is called an extractor, and you're gonna make the extractor right on top. And the Zerg is drone is gonna be morphing into that, and you're gonna be able to put drones into there and collect gas from that. And then once we get 200 or 300 minerals, we're going to be building another hatchery. Hatchery is where you make everything. So we're gonna make some Zerglings now, and we're going to left click the drone, right click it on gas. We're gonna make another hatchery right here. This is the next base because it has minerals and gas. So okay, we're gonna send Zerglings over here. We're gonna send them down there. See, we're almost have 100 gas. So now we have 100 gas. So with this, we're gonna make a lair. So we've got a lair on the way now. Gonna get some drones to get some more minerals there. These are Zerglings. So this is how a Zergling will attack. That's what a Zergling looks like when they attack. Okay, so we got some more drones here. So this is metabolic boost. It's gonna be faster Zergling movement. So Zerglings are gonna travel faster. So I'd like to get that so we can see what it looks like and how it is. I'm gonna make an Overlord. See, I'm supply blocks, and it's gonna tell me I need to make some more Overlords. Preferably, you want to make the Overlord 2 at the beginning of the game. Really, you want to make it like 2 spaces ahead. But towards the later game, you're gonna want to put it further because we're going to be producing from more hatcheries and more stuff is going to be making. So you do see that the lair did finish. So first, this we're going to make a spire. A spire, it's going to look like that. And then we're going to make a Hydralisk den with this one. So this spire is an advanced building, and then basic mutation is still a Hydralisk den. And we're gonna make an evolution chamber, just so you guys can see, and a creep colony. And what else have I not made? I think that's everything I made. Gonna send it down here. Okay, so you heard it say evolution complete. That was the Zergling. So look how much faster they are now. So Zerglings are a lot faster. You want to get that. This is the upgrades. So we have the. I want to get my Zerglings to come on back. So we have the melee attack, which is going to be for things such as Zerglings, and there are other things that you can get. So we're gonna get a queen's nest as well, because we're gonna, once you get a queen's nest, you can mutate this into a hive, or yeah, a hive, so you can start getting even higher tech. But see, this is faster Hydralisk. So I'm gonna make a Hydralisk and a Mutalisk. So this is a Mutalisk, and then we're gonna make a Scourge. So here is the carapace, which is the armor for the Mutalisk, and this is the like attack damage, so you can upgrade that. This is faster Hydralisk movement. This is farther range for the Hydralisk, and this is lurker aspect, which I will upgrade so you can see it. So this is a Hydralisk. It shoots far. It shoots decently far, but again, that upgrade is going to give it even more range. So it's going to shoot like that. And then we got the Mutalisk. See, it's shooting like that. Its glaives will, in a game, or whenever you're attacking an opponent, the glaives. So a glaive is the glaive. You see the thing that shoots out of the Mutalisk. That glaive, that's called a glaive. And the glaives will bounce off things and do even more damage to other things. Now these two things are Scourge, and they always come in pairs, as Zerglings are. Zerglings come in pairs. It's just how they are. So the Scourge is gonna be, it's just gonna kamikaze onto the opponent thing. So watch it. See, it does a lot of damage, and then it's just gonna kill itself. So, and by the way, it can only attack air. Only can attack air. Okay, so now you see that Mutalisk is gone now. And this is gonna be a lurker. I'm gonna mutate a lurker. This, hold on. This is a spore. The spore only shoots air. And I'll be making something with that. So back to this. Melee attack is going to go to that. So we're going to start that hive. The melee attack is going to go to that. Zerglings, and it's also going to go to Ultralisk, which we'll get there once the hive's set. So we have a lurker. So you can burrow it right here, and it's going to burrow. And these things called spines are gonna, whenever the lurker attacks, it shoots spines. See, we'll watch this. See the spines coming out? Those are spines. And it actually does, if something is in the way, an enemy thing is in the way, which normally that's the definite benefit of lurker. If something is in the way, it's gonna be hit, and it's basically gonna do splash. This is sunken. The sunken. This is a spore. Shoots only air. This is a sunken colony. It's going to shoot only ground. That is almost done. So I'd like to make... Almost done, almost done, almost done. That's a sunken. That's what a sunken looks like. Boom, Zergling dead. The reason it is not... Like, you see, this Zergling would die in a normal game. In a game, if that was the enemy. With your own stuff, it's not going to hit it. Just because that would not be good. Because if stuff was in the way. That's a spore attacking. And then this is a sunken attacker. It's gonna shoot up and do stuff like that. Okay, now for the next thing will be a Ultralisk den and the Defiler mount. We're gonna get the upgrades anyways, because we need to get to everything. And you see, I just evolved this to a Greater Spire. You have to have a hive to do this, but you're gonna evolve it to a Greater Spire, and that's gonna allow you to get two things. One is called a Guardian, and one is called a Devourer. And you see down here, once it says Guardian aspect requires Greater Spire. So once the Greater Spire is finished, you can evolve a Ultralisk into a Guardian, or you can evolve it into a Devourer. But you need to get that Greater Spire first, and before you get the Greater Spire, you gotta get the hive. Okay, so here we got the Defiler mount. So this is called Plague, and I'm gonna go ahead and research it. And Plague is gonna plague the units, and it gets their health all the way down to 0. But doesn't kill them. Only health gets down to 0. Doesn't take the shields down. This is Ultralisk movement, and this is armor. We're gonna start that armor first. Okay, so here we have a Defiler. So we got Dark Swarm. Dark Swarm is one of the most useful one of the most useful spells in the game. Once it gets enough energy, so energy down here. Once it gets enough energy, I'll do a Dark Swarm. Dark Swarm is just going to prevent anything that is not melee, anything that's shooting from it and not attacking. Like I can't find words to explain it. There are words to explain it, but I just can't get them out. Okay, so it's gonna cast this little okay, sorry, this is a little bit, I'm not doing such a great job here, but so we have this Ultralisk. This is an Ultralisk. Its attack is gonna look like this. It has lots of health, does lots of damage, attacks pretty fast, and melee attack. See, this is melee attack right here. This is Carapace. An Ultralisk is automatically going to get +2 Carapace, which is armor. It's automatically going to get that whenever you just Ultralisk have that. But you can upgrade this up to 3 times, this up to 3 times, this up to 3 times. And so once this gets upgraded 3 times, it's going to plus the armor and give it. See, it's going to give it +2, basically like plus each hit that opponent gets is going to subtract that kind of. Okay, so first we're going to do a Dark Swarm. Dark Swarm looks like this. And it's going to protect anything shooting. Anything basically shooting into it. Like, this will be fine because it's going to be close and it's going to be just attacking like that. See, look. You see the drone's attacking this lurker. It's a ranged shot. It's shooting. It's ranged. That's what I'm trying to say, basically. It's ranged and it's shooting this. Dark Swarmer's protected the lurker completely from... See, now look. It's getting hit now. So we're going to send this drone back over here. And as you can tell, I did warp in a Guardian. So the Guardian is going to be... It shoots from a very far distance. Defenses cannot shoot it while it's shooting, but sometimes it does accidentally wander in because it has a mind of its own. Doesn't listen sometimes. But so we got that. It can shoot from very far away. Something to note about it, can only shoot ground, no air, cannot shoot air. Just gonna make some devours with it. Okay, so now we got something called Plague. We're gonna show you what Plague does. Plague. See, I just plagued my own stuff. It's gonna look, everything's automatically going down to 1 health. Drone's already down to 1 health, but with eventually they're gonna gain health back because Zerg units do gain health. See, down to 1 health, down to 1 health. These just were made, so these are actually probably not gonna go to 1 health. Yeah, see, now these are good now. These cannot shoot ground. They can only shoot air. So Guardian, it takes, by the way, Devours are very bad. It takes them a very long time to shoot. See, that's its shooting time. It just takes extremely long time. That's why it's not used very much. But Devours only shoot air, Guardians only shoot ground. So they kind of go against each other a little bit. So as you can tell, I did get the upgrade for this Ultralisk. I'm gonna make a 3rd base over here. What is left? That's just more energy. And there's this thing called adrenal glands for the Zerglings. Once they make the Zerglings attack extremely fast, way faster. It's very good for them. Something I did miss was the queens. And I'm going to be making some of those for you guys to see. What I just upgraded in there was spawn Broodling. And once we get to that, you'll be able to see what it is. Zerg. So ranged stuff cannot shoot under Dark Swarm. Cannot do any damage. Plague is gonna drop. I don't know how long it does Plague, but it's just gonna drain all of their health for a. I don't know how long it goes on for. So we have this thing called a parasite, and see when I parasite. Oh, wait, I can't do anything right now. Just got to get some more energy here. What have we not? I think we made everything. So that's Ensnare, and I'll talk about that once we get there. And then you can also, the thing that was over here, it's just energy for it, more energy, so it can get more energy. Let's see. First, we're gonna do the parasite. So G, it's gonna be G for me. See that? Okay, so now it's parasited. It may look as if it doesn't do anything, but whenever in the game, if you parasite, like, let's say they're a Zerg 2 and you parasite their Zergling. Wherever their Zergling goes, you can see everything that that Zergling can see. Basically, it's not exactly your Zergling, but you can see everything that Zergling sees. So that's what a parasite does. Now, next thing is Ensnare. So we're gonna do Ensnare on this. See, it's gonna make The Ultralisk go way slower here. It's not a spell that's used frequently, but sometimes it is. Normally you're gonna want to get a group together, but it's very much slower in that case. And then the last thing we got here, I'm pretty sure don't think I can. That is called a parasite, or sorry. That's called a Broodling. These things are Broodlings. It's gonna shoot 2 Broodlings out and it's gonna kill whatever's there. I believe it kills whatever's there. And it only does ground units. It only does ground units, and it's just gonna do a lot of damage. Sometimes you'll use them in a ZVT and you'll try to kill all the tanks, because the tank count may get a little too high and you need to get rid of some tanks. What's left to cover? Okay. So first, we're going to be showing you these Zerglings. When I researched up here, I researched adrenal glands, and you're gonna see how much faster they attack. See, watch how much faster it attacks. You see it? That's attacking so much faster. If you go back in the video, and you can see when it first attacked that one Zergling, it didn't do that much damage at all. And the Broodlings are gonna lose life as their life endures. They're gonna die. And right here I've researched Overlord Drops, so they're gonna be able to pick up stuff and drop it. Pick up stuff and move it and then drop it. Right now I'm not gonna be able to. You can also research in here. You can research Overlord speed, and the Overlords are gonna go a lot faster. And then one more thing, which is Overlord sight, and you're just gonna be able to see a lot farther with the Overlords. I don't think there's anything left I haven't got, so we'll make one more of each thing. And let's get another Ultralisk, another Defiler, and another Queen. And again, so look here, I'm gonna control 4 on this hatchery, control 5 on this hatchery, and then control 6 on this hatchery. So I'm gonna double click 4. Boom, it brings me right to it. If you're just gonna do one click, it just brings you to it. It makes you click on it, but it doesn't bring you to it. So 5, 6, 4, 5, 6. And then you can set rally points like 4, 5, 6. We're gonna send everything down here. So we saw the cracklings. The adrenal glands, also as known as cracklings, because it's basically the normal Zerglings on crack, because they're just going extremely fast and attacking. And like I said, the upgrades are going to just going to do more damage in general, and then this is going to protect them in general. It's going to protect the ground. And then this is the air attack. And then defense. See, the Hydralisk has the armor. They all have armor. See, armor here, armor there, armor there, armor there. But we have the melee attack here, the ranged attack, and then the ranged attack here. Oh yeah, also the kamikaze little scourge. And then, so now I'm going to show you drops. So it's going to take up a fourth of the space. The Hydralisk is going to take up a fourth of the space. 2 more Zerglings are going to take up another fourth of the space. And then Defiler is going to take up 1 more fourth of the space. I'm actually going to drop these Zerglings again. And then we're going to let the Ultra go in here, because the Ultra takes up half of the space. Because it's a very large unit. And it's 4 space. And then you are able to just move now. Everything's in here. And drop. A quick way that I found to drop it. Here, let me fill everything back up here. Gonna get some Zerglings back and fill that up. And I need one more thing. Okay, here we are. So we're gonna have these 2. If you have a big group of something, so let's say you have a bunch of these Overlords. My unload is B, so you're gonna go like this, and then you're gonna press on the Overlords, and it's gonna drop stuff. It just dropped the Zergling because I was in a bad spot to drop. So, okay, let's do that again. Get the Overlords close together. Make sure they're nice and close. And we're gonna drop right there. See, it's gonna drop everything out right. You're gonna press the B, and then click on the Overlords. Okay. And then, what was that? I researched something else. Oh yeah. So we have this. This is called burrow right here. And it's just gonna burrow the troop down. It's not used that much, but it's there. Burrow. You can't do with the Ultralisk because, I mean, the Ultralisk is just huge. Only ground stuff, burrow. Like this does burrow, and you don't have to research it, but you have to research burrow, which is right here. And we got, I do think that's everything though. Infest Terran Command Center, that is, so we have a command center, which is the Terran starting base, which like a hatchery is our starting thing. And so you can infest it. You're able to infest a command center, but you have to have it severely damaged, and it has to be a command center. And it'll turn it into a infested command center. It'll become your command center, and you can make these things called infested Terrans, and they just run in and blow up. But I think that's all for today, and I thank you all for watching. If you have any suggestions or anything to say about this, because it's the first time ever trying to do this, yeah, please let me know if you have anything to say about that. Thank you guys. See you next time.